Hey, everybody, welcome to the Ronline Report. Today's guest is the pride of Canada, Antoine Vaillant. How are you, Antoine?
What's up? Well, I'm
Yeah.
doing okay. Yeah,
Look at that, guys. You see that?
yeah, I know. I mean,
Um,
I'm doing all right. Besides the fact that I tore my bicep.
yeah, we got to talk about it. So first, I got to set up what I think is a pattern because 2018, you had a great year. It was your comeback after 5 years away from competing, and you did
Yep.
fourth place in Toronto. It was the only show you did
Yep.
that year. The only people that beat you at that show were Juan Morel, Akeem Williams, and Cedric McMillan, and I had you ahead of Cedric at that show. 2019, you were up to 280. You were looking awesome, ready to tear up the stage, and I think you were going to do so well. You tore that bicep, your right bicep.
Yeah, this one right here.
So that required surgery. You
Yep.
came back from that in 2020, your best year to date last year. So you started off, you did a New York Pro, 7th place. Then you got tighter, fuller, way fuller. Came back to the California Pro a week or two later, and you won that first pro win. Then you come to the Olympia, and you know that's a tough show. Obviously, the best people in the world.
Yeah,
I loved your look at that show. I thought you looked fantastic. You beat Regan Grimes, you beat Juan Morel, and man, you were on track. You were on track to do very well this year. And now, tell us the story. What happened, man? What happened?
Funny thing is that 2 years ago, it was around the same time for the right bicep. The beginning of May.
Same month? Oh God.
Same month, different arm. And it was both injuries. It's actually like a bear hug movement that I'm pulling towards me into the side kind of thing.
Yeah.
One 2 years ago was bent over moving some sheets on the in the gym, and it just snapped. And this one I was like holding like a big freezer. I've been moving like a lot by myself because I was kind of sick, and so my friends were staying away. So it was bad timing. I was sick. I couldn't move. I could like train. If I did train for 2 weeks because I had to stay away from the people because I was sick, right?
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute, you had COVID too?
No, I didn't have COVID. I don't know what I had.
You hear sick. Everyone, I thought everyone that was sick now was COVID. There's you can still get sick.
No, that's what I mean. Like, people forget. People get sick sometimes. Like I get sick once a year. Okay. So, but people were scared. So whatever, that's fine. So I was moving by myself. Like I was just resting a lot, like sleeping, getting up, moving to my new place. And I think at the end of the move, I was dehydrated or something. And I was just trying to move shit by myself. I should have maybe hired movers or whatever, but there's a lot of should have, if you think about it. But it was same movement, like, and then, well, this one it felt way worse. This one, this one was like a Velcro snap. This one felt like it was getting dismembered. It was disgusting.
So yeah, it was. When did this happen? How long has it been now?
It wasn't this Saturday. It was the one before.
Okay, so it's been, because we're talking on a Wednesday, so it's been about 10 days.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have surgery Wednesday.
Wednesday, wow. So 1 week from today as we speak. Yeah. I thought there'd be even more. Where's all, you got to be all bruised up somewhere. Don't take off. Don't take the thing off. But I'm just, is it all bruised up in here?
Yeah, underneath, yeah.
Wow. So did you have an MRI? Is this a full tear?
Yeah, full tear, but it's a full tear, but there's like a string or something holding on. Because it did retract all the way up, like this one here. So the surgeon was like, "Yeah, it's like you're still hanging on there, but because I feel a little tendon." He did feel it, and I noticed. But if I want to flex, it's like it doesn't look good. Like, and it's gonna be super weak, so I can't. I have to get a surgery like this one.
Yeah, it's kind of ironic, but not really. That both of these things happen to you, not lifting weights, not training.
No. No, when you train, we concentrate where we do the same movements for like decades as bodybuilders. And when you get older, you get smarter, you train smart. It's always outside the gym when you fucking jerk shit around and you're not paying attention. And so
dude.
So
yeah, I mean, moving.
You know what's good though?
What?
You know what's good? Because I'm right-handed, right? I'm right-handed. So when I tore my right, it was super hard to do everything. So now I tore my left. So I can finally, at least this time, wipe my ass with my good hand.
I mean, we all wipe our ass with our dominant hand and do, other things with
Try,
our dumbbells.
try it with your wrong hand. Try it with your left hand next time. You take a shit. Tell me how you feel.
I had surgery on my right tricep years ago, and I'm right-handed. And I remember, oh my God, it sucked trying to do everything with my left hand. It was just like, you felt like an idiot because you're like, I couldn't even write. I couldn't even like write my name with my left hand.
I know. At least I can write and I can draw right now. So, yeah.
Oh, man. You know, but does it give you at least not it's satisfaction, but does it make you feel any more comfortable because you've been through this and you had the surgery and you came right?
It's not as scary because I've done it before, and I'm seeing the same surgeon as I was before. I'm going to do the same thing. My Dr. Khan, who's also with the HD Muscle, we have a doctor on the supplement team. He's going to do like a special PRP in it. This time, it's going to be like even more. I had a better recovery. And the thing is when I was doing this one, I was prepping for a show. I was 2 weeks off from New York, so I was super sad, right?
Right.
I was I cried the day it happened, and I was sad and
Sure.
all that stuff. But I was already on a strict schedule, so I just kept doing that. But what happened also is that I rebounded. And I'm not sure if the rebound will help or not. Because I was a lot inflamed and I got an infection in the scar. So this time around, I'm not rebounding. I'm actually I lost some size. I'm thinking I'm gonna go down a bit in size and just eat well and clean my system a little bit and heal this up.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna do the same thing as this one. I'm gonna train my right side and I'm gonna do my legs, and I'm gonna do all the rehab stuff, the grip stuff I did, and I'm gonna make sure that it comes back really well. But I'm gonna take my time on this one because this one healed up nice, and I'm sure this will happen again with this. But the thing is, I think it's like 5 months. In 5 months, I'll be able to, from the surgery, I'll be able to train somewhat good.
Yeah.
But until that, it's like all like shit on the right side and legs, and maybe just the range of motion at first, grip, isometrics, rotations because the hardest part is like turning your head like that when you're like you have a tear.
Supinating.
Like you get stuck like this, and you slowly go back to normal. But it's gonna take a lot of work. But once again, I'm gonna document everything, motivate people at the same time because people love to come back from this one.
Of course.
So now the third comeback. All I do is comebacks.
We love comeback. Comebacks are the best though because
you're gonna get a third one.
Somebody that just keeps going up, 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 and like nothing ever goes wrong for them. It's like, oh well, that's cool, dude.
I guess so, yeah.
But it doesn't. Who does that motivate? Who does that inspire?
Nobody. I guess so. Maybe that's my purpose. I don't know, but it's gonna be documented all on my YouTube channel and on the HD Muscle channel on YouTube.
Yeah.
And so that's gonna be happening also. Oh, we have a podcast now too.
Oh, what's that called?
Pure Muscle Radio.
Pure Muscle. Oh, I think Dorian started that over a year ago, didn't he?
We did 2 episodes, but now I'm on it, so now it's better.
Do you have guests, or you just like kind of bullshit?
We had our first guest was Jay Cutler.
Oh wow.
Our second guest was Milos Sarchev.
Nice.
Our third guest was Sean Clarida.
Okay.
We might be seeing a guest there. I hope not. But yeah, we had a few guests so far, and we started with Jay to make a statement.
Right, of course. Jeez. Yeah. So that right arm, it came back. Obviously, you function, everything. Does it work exactly the way it did before?
Yeah. Sometimes I do feel like sometimes like you can see here there's a little gap here, but not much.
Did it give you a better peak? Because I've heard that a lot of guys, when it gets reattached, their peak sits up a little higher.
I don't know.
You always had really good biceps.
And this one was the best bicep though. That's the thing that sucks.
But I mean, it's going to come. You were able to come back, and the way you looked in 2020 was much better than you looked in 2018. So I don't doubt for a minute that once you past all this, you're going to look even better.
Yeah. I'll just have to come back in 2022.
Yeah. The only thing I'm not worried, but I remember when you came back in 2020, your legs were just like crazy big because they had obviously gotten some extra work that maybe they wouldn't have had if the injury hadn't happened to your bicep.
Yeah, but I backed off them during the whole prep.
Okay.
I was with them at some point. I was for the Olympia, or even before Cali. I was with them once every 2 weeks.
Okay.
And it was just like pump stuff.
Yeah.
But my legs will grow no matter what. I mean, this is like my legs are just like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like it's genetics for sure. Because I look at my brother, I'm like, I see. It could be like legs like me, and I think it's genetics combined with like what I did with my first years of like training. I was just like, I was watching the DVDs of like Branch Warren, Ronnie Coleman, and just like the shit they did, lunge the parking lot. I'm like, all right, I gotta do that, and I gotta do that extreme. So I just went crazy on the legs, right?
Yeah.
When it was leg day, it was time to die. So I think my legs probably grew from that, combined with my genetics, but then my upper body suffered. And the reason why I was doing legs every 2 weeks for the last shows I did is because I'm thinking, okay, even if I train legs once a week, if genetically my body will make that recuperate first, less food will go in my upper body. Right. So if my legs are fully recovered, it's a week I don't train them, they're fully recovered. All the food I'm eating is going to go in my upper body. Yeah. So we did that, and I think it worked. And the thing that's also cool is that Big Mike Van Wyck was training me 6 weeks out for the Olympia, and I was actually 270 pounds on stage. I wasn't like light. I think the only guy heavier than me was Remy.
Yeah, it's funny because I remember you made posts after the Olympia. You said I need to get bigger, and I'm thinking, man, how much you said 270 on stage, right?
Yeah, but I need probably to be like Steve Kuklo, 25.
I mean, how tall are you?
6.
6 foot. I mean, geez, 6 foot 270. That's a big dude. But yeah, Kuklo is like 285 at I think he's right around your height too. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think what happens is that the guys are maybe like a bit shorter, maybe like 260 or something, and their legs are not as big, and they have way more thickness on the chest and the shoulders and the back. So my weak points, it's like I'm a heavy guy, but it's like I don't look as big up top in the armor section because this is where I lack muscles.
Right.
Yeah, but eventually we'll do it. I mean, bodybuilding is not something that happens overnight.
No, I mean,
you just gotta get to it and do it for a long time.
When you were talking about how you cut back on your leg training, I remember, who else at one point in his career did legs just twice a month was Tom Platz.
Oh yeah.
So there you go. Just to throw it out there, because guys, I don't want people. I hate when people see awesome legs and they go, "Wow, he's just got great genetics." Nobody, I don't care how great your genetics are, you don't get those crazy big quads and hams without training your ass off, without suffering, going through a ton of pain.
Yeah.
I mean, Branch, look at the way Branch trained, the way Ronnie trained. That was not it's not like they were just pussyfooting around doing some little bikini girl workout.
I also think because I had big legs and then already and I was strong already, I had like validation for like, wow, first time I leg press, I put 6 plates aside. I was like, shit, I'm good at doing legs. So every time we do legs, I would love to push myself. And I was like, I had like a reward from the hard training I was doing. And I saw that my legs were big. So I was kind of like having like some validation with that. And I think everybody with great genetics, for example, if somebody has great arms, when they do arms, they're going to train harder when they do arms because it's more fun because it's your strong body part. Yeah. So, but you got to put the same effort and enthusiasm with everything. Like with Mike, we're training back a lot. And sometimes I was like, oh, fuck, another back training with Mike. And it's just like, we do like super sets, like giant sets, all one arm. So I would do 3 exercises. It's 6 fucking sets in a row.
With one side?
One arm, the other, another machine's left, right, other machine left, right. So 6 sets back to back. That's one, that's just like, so whatever. But I would be doing that like a lot with Mike, and my back was growing too. Yeah. So whatever. I mean, what I've learned with this tear, I'll fly with the left, and I'll just be even stricter when it's time to train really hard. And I'll make sure I don't become a fat ass in the next few weeks.
Yeah, because you're still pretty young in this game. We're 35 now, something like that.
No, I'm 33. I'll be 34 in July.
Oh, I'm not, dude.
But I'm not young. I'm not young, but the thing is,
that's young, dude. For bodybuilding, that's young.
Yeah, but I think in bodybuilding, you can improve at a later age too. Yeah. Because unless you fucking break yourself like that, I mean, that's the only thing that can happen. But I think that's just bad luck, and hopefully I can just come back. And if it happens again at some point, I'll just come back again. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, I think people forget you were very good at a very young age. You were like winning the Canadian juniors. You got your pro card. Were you like 22 or 23?
25, 26.
Was it? Okay. It was 9 years, 9 years ago?
Yeah.
2012, you won the Canadians.
Right? Yeah.
But
But what I was saying is that, for example, Dexter Jackson, like he did it very late. So at some point, you got to change your training. You got to adapt to your age, and because people in other sports, like, oh, he's losing his touch, he's gonna have to retire. They retire because they get older, because they can't perform as well. Because when you're young, you have like high testosterone, all that stuff. You're fresh, but if you take care of your body like that, and then you take care of your hormones, you are like a teenager.
True.
Even if you're 40 years old, you have the hormones of like 3 teenagers inside you.
Well,
So it's like you're gonna feel great anyway. You're able to grow muscle and lose body fat. You're gonna get that old man muscle that you only get through hard, like years of hard training.
Yeah.
So I'm not worried about that. I'm just annoyed. I'm just annoyed.
Yeah, you know, shit happens. It seems to happen to you a little more often than happens to the average Joe. But so let's talk some good news. What's going on up in Burlington, Ontario, at the Pure Muscle and Fitness Gym? It's Dorian Hamilton, Noah Hamilton's place.
Yeah, we gonna open Pure 2.0. And for the longest time, we were like, oh, we have a new location. But hint, the location is not very far from the other one.
So you're gonna have two of them, right? It's not replacing.
You can probably just walk to it. Is it probably gonna be? But maybe it's in the same like area
block.
Maybe it's connected. I don't know.
Are there going to be two of these places, or is this replacing the first one?
No, the first one is still there.
Okay. Wow.
And the second one will be right beside it.
Wow. I mean,
the only thing separating it is going to be a door. So pretty much it's going to be the same place.
Yeah, because I mean, if you're going to open up a second location, wouldn't you want to go like at least a town away or something? I would think.
No, because we're saying that to like make people guess. So I don't know how many people are going to watch this. And we didn't even announce it yet that what it's going to be, but people will know very soon. But pretty much we're just expanding.
Yeah. Okay.
Because the trampoline place inside, they were closed down because of COVID.
Right.
And we're like, oh shit. We could go from 10,000 square feet to 30,000 square feet. So the gyms will be insane. Wow. Insane. So I think we're gonna be ready like as the lockdown will be over. I think maybe June, I'm guessing. At the end of June, that would be great. And it's gonna be the best shit you've ever seen in your life. For real. It's like it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be like it's gonna be cool like the other one, like the first one, but now we're gonna have even more old school machines. We're gonna have a whole section just legs. Section for deadlifting, a section with all the cardio, a lounge area. It's gonna be a shop. There's gonna be like a mezzanine for the upstairs, like offices and shit. And we're gonna have like just like a crazy all the mirrors around with the wood, super nice. But if you check I think there's a YouTube on the HG Muscle YouTube. Dorian and Noah doing videos on how to do a tour and explaining a little bit the new gym, so you can go on that and check that. So yeah, that gym will expand and open up very soon. It's going to be 30,000 square feet.
Wow. So are gyms open there, or is everything still shut down?
No, they're just closed. Wow. But I'm part owner, so I got the keys.
Yeah, I would think.
So if I want to show up, I can. If I'm paying a little part of the rent, I can. Right.
Right. What's going on with contests up in Canada? Are they being held or no?
Man. If I would be a Canadian right now trying to compete the amateurs, I'd be kind of pissed because they canceled them a lot, and I don't even know if Toronto's going to happen.
Yeah,
I didn't have any news.
Vancouver, I think, already said no Vancouver Pro this year, but I haven't heard about Toronto.
And Vancouver's more open than Toronto.
Yeah, I mean, schedule. I think it's supposed to be. I can't remember July or August, but you said the lockdown. Did they make any announcements that they're opening up on a certain date? I
read today, like we have a group chat. The guys we call it the 100% Canadian Beef. It's all the guys that we know around here, Canadians. Right. And we posted that. I think Noah posted that there's going to be things opening up in June in sections, and I think we'll be able to have 10 people in the gym. I didn't do it. I'm not sure. Yeah, so it's bullshit. And now they want I think they said they want 75% of the Canadians vaccinated for shit to open. So we have 50% right now. Wow. So hurry up, the other 25. I'm waiting.
We're not allowed to ask anybody if they're vaccinated. That's like a violation of your privacy.
Oh, I'm not. I don't give a shit. I mean, I got sick a month ago. I'm fine.
Okay, but so you're not vaxxed?
No.
Okay. Well, you're probably better off because I got Johnson & Johnson. I got a weird pain. I got to get some blood work and shit done next week. I don't know.
Oh, really?
I have a
No,
feeling this.
what they would do is that I'm not scared of being the whole time was like, dude, let me catch the cold, let me catch the flu, and leave me alone.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to catch
I
COVID.
just get sick. I have the right to get sick.
You do have the right to get sick.
The
But
thing is, there's probably a lot of shit we don't know in the other on the end, like at the hospital, the machine and shit like that. But I think our death toll in Canada in 1 year is like 25,000
that's it.
COVID death. Yeah,
I think we were doing that like every day here for a while.
yeah. Well, not cases, deaths. So
Right. Yeah, we
but
were too.
the thing is, I think cigarette kills double that a year.
True. True.
It's like there's a lot of things we can talk about them. And then the thing is that the worst thing about that is that it created a divide. I find again, once again, there was a divide in the countries. Like some people are this thinking like one way, some people think the other way, and then it was conflict again and divide. So that kind of sucks. So I just learned to accept what people believe and let them be vaccinated if they want to. And me, I'm not gonna get vaccinated because I don't feel like I have to.
Okay.
I feel like I could beat the disease. I've seen what it did, and I get sick. I got sick bad, like just before COVID existed.
Oh.
I got sick like just like before like this December before the March lockdown. I got really sick. I couldn't breathe. I was like coughing like little crispy like chips of blood, and I was like I was trouble with breathing, and I was like done. My voice was gone for like a month and a half.
I mean, how do you know that wasn't COVID though?
Because COVID didn't exist yet. It was just
Oh.
before. So when I came off the sickness, COVID appeared. And it was funny.
I think COVID existed before we knew it was COVID though. That's the thing.
And it's funny because there was people from China who went from China that we knew and came back, and I got sick. Maybe I did catch COVID.
Yeah, they come back.
I'm alive though.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a 99% survival rate, especially for younger, fit people. So, you know, it's not like we have to be terrified of death, but
you know what it is? Maybe it's a conspiracy.
You think?
It's a control the population. You know, we're getting too many people. We got to mass delete people.
Well, I think if they were going to do, I was thinking that too, but I'm thinking if they were going to do that, they would come up with something that would have had at least a 50% death rate, mortality rate, really wipe out the population, clean house. You know,
maybe that's a warm up. Maybe
maybe they just want to get rid of the older people with like asthma. I don't know, but I wouldn't doubt it. Let's go back to you. So this happened to you in May. You must have already had like a vague idea, a rough idea of what you were going to do later in the year. Did you have certain shows in mind that you were going to maybe do?
Just the latest ones that would qualify for the year after. You know.
Oh, okay. So maybe post Olympia, maybe.
Yeah, post Olympia.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
I didn't feel I was like ready enough and big enough of an improvement to jump back right away. And it would have been cool to qualify for next year. I would have done all the shows after, maybe. You know, and then I would have qualified for the year after, just diet all year, like just prep all year for that, like Regan did.
Yeah. So Regan did a lot of overseas shows. Is that, were you thinking maybe you would have done that? Like he went to the Spain show. I think he went to like Korea for one of his shows, or Japan.
Yeah, I would have done Romania. I would have done whatever shows there is. Yeah. Whatever. I would have done them. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it sucks this happened, but I think you can take some comfort, and because you've been through this, it's like now you know exactly what you need to do. You got the right surgeon, you got the right rehab people. You know, it's just you're just gonna have to do that all over again, which it's terrible to have to lose time, but you know, this is a marathon, not a sprint. You're 33 years old. To me, that's a very, very young man, even in the sport of bodybuilding. You know, we freak out because we see like these Nick Walkers who are 26. But that's so rare now, so rare to have somebody that good that young. Usually you don't hit your prime. You're in the part of your life right now. I think between 30 and 40 is when most pro bodybuilders really hit their peak and look their best. So
yeah, I believe so too. And Nick Walker looked amazing at the New York Pro. And but the thing is, when you have great genetics and from a young age you're really putting the work, you're going to be good very young. Like I was a little bit distracted, like when I was younger. Just say so. I wasn't able to bring it that early, but I think now this is the time for me to bring it. And I brought it last year, so I'm gonna keep rolling with that and keep improving until I can't anymore. But the things with that injury, I think I'll be able to give content that I would have not be able to give if I was just injured. So
Yeah.
I'll be able to that's my goal. I'll be able to put out more content. We'll be able to film this whole process, like even Dr. Collins is going to inject me some new PRP he has. I think he's the first doctor in the country or something to have it. So we're going to document a lot of stuff, and with the podcast and everything, there's a lot of cool projects that we have. Pure Muscle Fitness and HD Muscle. That, you know what, it's okay. I mean, it sucks for me that I have that, but it doesn't suck for everybody else. Everybody else is going to have something nice from this, you know?
I mean,
So,
if this had happened to you 10, 15 years ago, before there was YouTube, before there was social media, like what the hell would you have done with yourself while you were rehabbing? Not much. You'd have been miserable, but it's cool because
I've always done videos and shit, like even before YouTube existed. So I've always done that. I've always my first video, I think, is on 2008 on YouTube.
Wow. Yeah.
So it's like I was already doing stuff. I would have probably did stuff like train with one arm, and I would have done a video with that. And, you know, back then, like I would have. I think it's funny because I'm doing the same thing I was doing when I was 16, pretty much, but now I'm getting paid for it, so it's good.
You had some great videos. I remember you doing like backflips and then with a gas mask on, doing deadlifts right away. Just crazy. You would come up with the most outlandish ideas for your videos. You know,
I never got hurt then. I never got hurt back then. I never got hurt back then when I was flipping and twisting around. And I move a fucking freezer, and my arm gets fucking detached. You know, but whatever. Maybe that's getting older. Maybe it's getting older.
I think somebody made a post on Facebook. They probably copied and pasted, but it says, you know, don't ask your older friends to help you move. It's not worth tearing a pec or a bicep for a couple slices of pizza and a beer, you know?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Because for me, I didn't move. It wasn't that heavy. Like my place was pretty furnished. So I just was boxes. I think just sweating days on end and just not eating properly and just like I should have just hired movers.
You should have, because it's almost everyone I know that gets hurt badly. It's usually outside the gym. It's because I think we're used to just working in those same ranges of motion for the exercises we do. We don't really have that functional strength like a strongman or something where they're picking up weird shaped objects and moving in weird directions. You know, we don't do that. We're focusing on trying to target and isolate muscle groups. So we're a lot more susceptible. People look at someone like you and say, oh, he can help me move. That'd be awesome. He can move my, 400-pound dresser and my 500-pound fridge. And it's like, because look at him, he's big and strong, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
No, the movers, they have those traps they use, like go under the fridges, and they use two people. They're used to that. They're really good.
Exactly. Cool. Yeah. Well, Antoine, I'm sorry this happened, but I'm glad you're still going to be producing a ton of content for your channel, for HD Muscle. Everyone gets hurt sooner or later, and to be able to watch you as you're going to go through the whole healing and rehab process and bounce back, it's going to actually help a lot of people who need that, because there's a few things as depressing and disheartening for a bodybuilder as a muscle tear. To not be able to train, that's our thing, man. That's what we love training more than anything else.
Hey, as long as you can move, you can train, though.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, you're a perfect example. Like, I know a ton of guys, if that happened to them, they wouldn't train. They'd be like, oh, I tore my bicep. No, I'm done. I can't train until my biceps all heal. They wouldn't do the other arm. They wouldn't do legs. They wouldn't do anything.
Yeah. I actually didn't go back to the gym yet since I got sick. So I think the first time in my life I've been away from the gym for that long.
Wow.
But it's funny because the longer you are without the gym, you get used to it. So it's gonna be so weird getting back. I want to go today for the first time. I'll do legs. So I'll go do that.
10 days is the longest you've been away from the gym?
No, because before that I was sick.
Oh, you were sick, right.
So it's more like 3 or 4 weeks.
Oh, geez. Wow.
Yeah, maybe 4 weeks.
What are you down? What are you down to, like 275 or something?
My scale is there. I didn't weigh myself. I weighed myself like just before my tear. I was 285, 286. Dude. But I was up to 310 before I got sick.
I know, I remember.
So the body gets rid of the things they don't need after if you have muscle and you don't train, the body's like, fuck that, I don't need this. It just wastes it away. Yeah. But the muscle memory is there, and it can go back to that size really quick after. So I'll be fine for sure. There's no worries about that.
And it's you're getting better and better. I mean, I've watched you over the years. In the past few years, you're one of those guys who had the structure and the shape, the classic look to your body. You just needed more size to hang with these guys. And every time I see you getting better and better. So
Yeah.
I have no doubt this is just another little speed bump for you. You're gonna come back better, bigger and better.
Yeah.
All right. Well, follow you on your channel, Antoine Vaillant. Follow him on the YouTube channel for HD Muscle. You got the new Pure Muscle podcast. Or is it Pure Muscle and Fitness? Oh, where'd he go? What's this?
AV, hdmuscle.com. Get your carbs in, get your protein in, get your supplements in.
Didn't you like use a whole one of those?
On it. Code AV, hdmuscle.com.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, there he goes. And what's your Instagram is Antoine V 89 or something?
Yes, Antoine V 87.
87. Probably the year you're born, I'm guessing.
Yeah, and and check also the Pure Muscle Radio. Just YouTube search Pure Muscle Radio. We have some cool guests, Milos, and Jay Cutler, Sean Clarita, and I'm hosting with Big Mike Van Wyck, the guy who's training me, and sometimes Dorian Hamilton. So it's pretty fun. I like to do it, and we are able to talk to some good people, and so check that out.
All right. Well, everybody, that's it. He's down, but he's not out. Follow him on all that social media. He's not going anywhere. He's going to keep you all informed every day of what's going on. So, Antoine, I wish you the very best. You've got a great attitude. You're one of those guys that will never, ever give up, never lie down and say, oh, poor me. Wow. So that's it. Appreciate you doing this, Antoine. And everybody, thanks for watching Ronline Report. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, do all that good stuff. Like, share, whatever. I want you to do all that, please. And that's it. Thank you, Antoine. Thanks, everybody, for watching Ronline Report with this man, Antoine Vaillant.